Hello friends, Jen the Money Medium here, and today we're talking about what do you do when you're forced to take a break from work, whether that means your body's done something funky and you literally can't go back to work, or maybe your place of work has closed or is doing renovations, or maybe you're laid off for a short period of time. Maybe you need to, maybe mentally you've just got burnout and need to take time. Whatever it might be, whatever is forcing you to take a break, it's because there's something more important for you to focus on. This has happened to me personally a couple of times over my lifetime, and especially with being an employee, it really never did work long term well for me anywhere, because in my heart I knew, and my soul, I knew I was supposed to be an entrepreneur. I had gifts to bring to the world. I was, I have always wanted to be a writer and author and help people with mindset and understanding themselves. So my first experience with being sort of forced to take a break from my place of work was when my knee completely gave out. I had a complete ACL tear. So, I mean, you can't work with a knee like that. And so I had probably 3 months of very little work. 2 months for sure I was off, and then I went back with a knee brace on. I was working at the time in a restaurant, and the funny thing was, I've learned so well over the years how to listen to my subconscious and what it's wanting from me, and what I want out of life, right? So for a couple of years in that workplace, I had been sort of daydreaming about doing my own thing, being an entrepreneur, writing books, helping people. I was starting to do vision boards about this stuff, but I was not, no part of me was able to make the clean break and trust blindly that it would all work out for me. And I recommend that people do, use an exit strategy so there's ease, but you don't have to wait for something really bad to happen before you make a decision to leave a place or to start thinking about leaving. I really only thought that was my only option to create income for myself at the time. I wasn't in a money positive place. So when I had that happen, I started really journaling about, deep diving within myself about who I wanted to become, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, what kind of people I wanted to, have as friends, to play with, what I wanted my family life to be like, because it was all really out of balance. And when I got clear on what I wanted, which that time gave me that space to do the self-discovery work to find out. Otherwise, we don't give ourselves time to even ask ourselves, what do you want? How do you want this to go? So after that, I started writing my book and putting more effort into growing myself as an entrepreneur, as a spiritual teacher. I had done Pilates, yoga training, Kundalini training, meditation, and hypnosis was on the way. And I was writing a book. So I knew life was pulling me in this new direction. I just needed the time to get clear and listen. And if you're finding yourself in a position where you're forced out of your workplace for any reason, I want you to know it's because your soul is calling you in another direction. And it's giving you time and space to really get clear on what you want. And you can, it doesn't mean that you can't go back to that workplace right now and slowly create an exit strategy for it. We do want things to unfold with ease and grace, but at least recognize that you and the universe are calling your purpose forward for something else. And you don't have to wait for a breakdown to happen. You don't have to wait for your boss to lose it on you so that you have to leave because of them. You don't have to wait for things to get really bad before you give yourself space to start planning out what you really want. Okay? So I hope that's helpful on this subject. If you are being forced out of a workplace, just realize it's the universe's way and your soul's way of starting to pull you in a different direction. And you can make the best of that. Okay? Lots of love. Thank you for tuning in. I truly do appreciate you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, do your things, help a sister out, and feel free to share. If you know somebody who could use this message, sharing is caring. Lots of love. Bye-bye.